Well, hello there, and welcome on in. Phasmophobia has just released a new patch. In version 0.6.1.0, it appears there are some hiding spot changes, some layout changes, some bug fixes, and some additional items. So let's go ahead and hop into the notes. Welcome back, Ghost Hunters. We've heard you, and we're working on it. We want to thank you for your understanding and patience. A completely new system for VR will take some time to get right, but we're getting there with the help of your feedback. We're still working on things, and we'll release several more bug fixes as they are completed. Hiding spots. Our first approach to reducing the overuse of door hiding didn't work too well, so we reverted several doors for better navigation, but given our ghosts a lesson in how to play hide and seek properly. In the last update, Willow got a full hiding spot treatment, and the other locations were feeling a little left out. We've gone through said locations to adjust, add, or remove hiding spots to make them more consistent and reliable. Ghosts will now always check behind doors during hunts. Use at your own risk. Several doors and light switch positions have been reverted to their pre-VR overhaul rotation or position to help navigate through the rooms. Tanglewood Street House. Added a clutter hiding spot in the nursery. Added a plywood hiding spot in the basement. Added cooler boxes in the basement that the ghost can now leave fingerprints on. Edgefield Street House. Added a locker to the garage. Rotated a closet to stop a safe spot. Ridgeview Roadhouse. The ground floor room layout has been changed. Added an additional locker in the garage. Added a clutter hiding spot in the ground floor walk-in closet. Added a clutter hiding spot in the basement. And added a clutter hiding spot in the living room. Willow Street House. Added a clutter hiding spot in the living room. Added a clutter hiding spot in the blue bedroom. The armchair in the master bedroom will now move depending on if the spot is blocked or not. The washer dryer hiding spot has been removed to help better spread out the rooms with free spots. Bleedsdale Farmhouse. Added a clutter hiding spot on the ground floor office. Added a clutter hiding spot in the foyer behind the grandfather clock. Moved fuse box spawns to accommodate. Moved washer and dryer in the utility room and added a blocker. Moved the room divider in the master bedroom. Moved the room divider in the attic, and moved a cupboard in the attic. Grafton Farmhouse. Adjusted layout of the ground floor utility room. Added a clutter hiding spot in the utility room. Added a cupboard hiding spot in the foyer. Prison. Added a locker to the entrance room. Added a locker to the infirmary. Added a bin hiding spot in the cafeteria. Added a bin hiding spot upstairs in the cafeteria. For the new items, you can now adjust the forward-backward position of your VR belt in the settings. You can now change where your journal and walkie-talkie are located in the VR settings, either on your belt or on your shoulder. Changes. Adjusted the intensity and range of some lights in Edgefield. Added scroll bars in VR. All scroll bars in VR have been replaced by up and down buttons. Moved the Tanglewood utility door from the kitchen to the hallway. Adjusted some materials in Tanglewood. Adjusted the position of the VR journal grab points. The grip force required to grab objects in VR with an index controller has been reduced. Held items in VR will no longer be dropped if your hands move too far away. Updated the main journal font to work with more languages instead of using a fallback font. Fixes. Fixed a bug where the reflections in some areas would be the skybox color. Fixed a bug where you couldn't take photos of fingerprints on the patio doors. Fixed a bug where keyboard fingerprints used the wrong texture and were clipping. Fixed a bug where the Obake unique light switch fingerprints weren't obvious enough. Fixed a bug where the fingerprints were in the wrong location on the dirty light switches. Fixed an issue where the truck monitor front was only set up for English localization. Fixed a bug where you couldn't navigate the main menu UI using a gamepad controller. Fixed a bug where Ghost Events interactions wouldn't work with the Willow garage door. Fixed a bug where you could use equipment with a right click while using the journal. Fixed a bug where you couldn't place equipment on the Tanglewood basement rug. Fixed several safe spots. VR only. Fixed a bug where dots and motion sensors were still in the wrong orientation when grabbed. Fixed a bug where you could sometimes hear VR footstep sounds when you weren't moving. Fixed a bug where some pianos couldn't be played. Fixed a bug where you couldn't grab doors in the asylum and school. Fixed a bug where you could see VR players' belts when they were dead. Fixed a bug where you couldn't grab objects when you were dead, including the journal. Fixed a bug where the player didn't drop their held items when they died. Fixed a bug where you couldn't see the full death hand animation. Fixed a bug where the VR journal sounds could be heard from far away. Fixed a bug where you couldn't change players' volume sliders in the VR menu. Potential fix for Oculus Rift S touch controllers not being able to crouch. Fixed a bug where some VR player character models had black eyes. And there you go, guys. Those are the patch notes for the latest update. Now, I know I've been fairly critical of the previous patch and some of the changes made to the hiding spots, mainly how punishing it was to players that were not the top 1%. My biggest issue was how much more complicated it had made the game for the average player. So I haven't got to come in and test the changes to the new live game, but it does sound like they tried to add more hiding spots. They tried to make it easier to navigate around the houses by changing some of the layout changes that were made in the previous patch, which made most of the houses seemingly impossible to navigate. It sounds like maybe they've added a few additional hiding spots, which is always good. Not to mention all the bug fixes and changes they made to try to help with the latest VR changes to the game. So all in all, I'm actually excited to see how much the Phasmophobia development team is listening to their community, taking feedback, and running with it. So I'm excited to get in and look at the new layouts, try some of the changes, and see how the game plays in the newest version. Having said that, I'm excited to get out there, and I will see you guys in chat.